Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 335. And the lesson today is, I choose to see my brother's sinlessness. And it goes on to say, forgiveness is a choice. I never see my brother as he is, for that is far beyond perception. What I see in him is merely what I wish to see, because it stands for what I want to be the truth. It is to this alone that I respond. However much I seem to be impelled by outside happenings. I choose to see what I would look upon. And this I see in only this. My brother's sinlessness shows me that I would look upon my own, and I will see it, having chosen to behold my brother in its holy light. And the prayer is, Father, what could restore my memory to me except to see my brother's sinlessness? His holiness reminds me that he was created one with me. And like myself, in him I find myself, my holy self, my higher self. And in your Son, I find the memory of you as well. I choose to see my brother's sinlessness. You know, this lesson really had another level of impact on me. And I want to say that, you know, I do these videos every day so that I remember what it is that I truly in my heart am choosing. So it says in here, what I see in him, my brother, is merely what I wish to see, because it stands for what I want to be the truth. And it says, you know, I never see my brother as he is, for that's beyond perception. You know, I'm learning more and more. It's more of a heartfelt experience. So there's a number of questions today that I'm asking myself as I'm reflecting. And I want to add here as well, it's important to do some journaling along the way here too, to continue that. I haven't mentioned that for quite a long time. It says, and here's the questions, to really be honest with yourself. Do you want to see your brother or sister's sinlessness? If you're constantly in judgment, if you're constantly triggered by your brother or your sister or your outer world, there's the question, do you really want to see your brother or sister's sinlessness? And then the other is, are you willing to withdraw your projections? And are you willing to truly forgive? There's a lot of questions here. There's a lot to reflect on here. You know, what the Course is telling us is that it's important to have the willingness. But what we're really dealing with is moving through our resistance to forgive. And here's another question that is in the Song of Prayer. It's in the back of the textbook here of the Course in Miracles, and it's in the section on forgiveness, and it's on page 11 in the Song of Prayer, and it says, "Forgiveness is the call to sanity. For who but the insane would look on sin when he could see the face of Christ instead?" Now that is in paragraph 8 there on page 11 in the Song of Prayer. And it's the first line. Again, forgiveness is the call to sanity. For who but the insane would look on sin when he could see the face of Christ instead? Again, it's all about choice. And I was impacted today on another message that was given to me. Now remember, messages are being given to us ongoingly. Now, I saw this through a video today. Or I heard this through a video, and it took it to a deeper level for me. You know, we may know, or we may think we know, and that's one of our probably biggest challenges, because the ego comes from, well, I know, I'm right, you're wrong. This course, again, is about going inward. It's about us doing our inner work. And as we truly move through our resistance even to do that. Now, you might pick something up today in this video. And you may have the intention today to choose to see your brother's sinlessness. But be aware of when you are still projecting guilt, projecting judgment, projecting blame. And wherever that is what is to bring back to yourself. You're projecting your own guilt, your own judgment, your own blame onto your brothers and sisters. It's not comfortable when we need to radically look at and be honest with ourselves. You know, we're all evolving. But even notice in yours, or I notice in my own, where, you know, I become aware of that uncomfortable feeling, or that being out of my peace. And be aware of, notice where you fall back into a comfort zone, where rather than moving through this, you know, you or I, we use food. We use retail therapy. Go buy something. I'll feel better. I'll be happy. A number of, maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's drugs, maybe it's smoking, cigarettes. Maybe it's falling into more Netflix. Not that there's anything wrong with Netflix, but rather than working through what it is that we need to let go of through forgiveness, when we meet up with that resistance, we don't go to the other side. The willingness drops, and we fall back into a comfort zone. It's in that process that you bring in compassion for yourself, that the mind went down a road that took you out of your peace. And then you turn whatever over to the Holy Spirit. There's nothing wrong. We only make it wrong in our mind and suffer over it. There's a place in this to have compassion for yourself. And in order to have compassion for your brothers and sisters, there's a lot of it out in the world today, it's important that we find the compassion for ourselves first. Have compassion for how, what shows up for ourselves in our evolving, so that we can have some compassion when our brothers and sisters are in a state of suffering, rather than making them wrong or judging them. Again, it's only a projection of what needs to be healed within ourselves. And this is the work of the Course in Miracles. Now, there's thousands of other paths, and you may find some similarities in other paths. I do this course and I do these videos every day for my personal development, to develop the compassion, to be more and more aware of that I am as God created me, that I am love. It is already there. And that God's will for me, that in God's divine inheritance is peace, love, joy, and happiness. I choose to see what I would look upon. And as I see, and this I see in only this. My brother's sinlessness shows me that I would look upon my own. We need to look upon our own sinlessness. We need to get in touch with our innocence, to let go of our guilt, to move through to the atonement, which is being without guilt, to acknowledge and accept our holiness. And in that, we will be willing to look at the holiness, the sinlessness of our brothers and sisters. That is what I here to share with you today. And I hope that helps you in your reflection and in your practice today as you go forward, continuing these lessons of A Course in Miracles. All right. Again, do you want to see your brothers and your sisters' sinlessness? And are you willing to withdraw from your projections? Are you willing truly to forgive? And again, it's about moving through your resistance to forgive. All right. As always, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. And I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 336. In the meantime, please go below. Please hit the like button. It's so important for the growth of this community here on YouTube. And I would appreciate your comments. And as well, as I move forward here, we already are here at December the 1st. And on December 31st, these lessons will be completed. And as we move forward into 2024, I ask for your input. How may I serve you with the Course in Miracles in 2024? Please comment. And also please share these videos out. There are people that are looking for these principles and practices of the Course in Miracles. What else did I want to say? If you haven't already, please subscribe. And thank you to all of you who have donated and intend to donate. Go below here, below this here video in YouTube, and hit the area where it says description and more. And what'll come up is how to go ahead and proceed to donate. It helps over here to continue to build this community. All right. I'll leave it at that. And again, I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 336. Have a love-filled day. From my heart to yours, I extend that love to you. Bye for now.